The year was 2147. Earth had seen better days. After decades of environmental neglect and geopolitical conflicts, humanity had united under a single global government, the United Earth Coalition UEC, in a last-ditch effort to save their home. Yet, amidst the ruins of once great cities and the fragile peace that now blanketed the planet, something unexpected was about to unfold, a story that would redefine humanity's place in the cosmos. The UEC had invested heavily in space exploration, driven by both curiosity and necessity. Deep Space Station Theta, orbiting the outer edges of our solar system, was the pinnacle of human achievement. It was here that Dr. Elena Ramirez, a renowned xenobiologist, spent her days scanning the cosmos for signs of extraterrestrial life. "Anything interesting today?" Elena Commander Tom Harris asked, peering over her shoulder at the array of monitors. "Nothing yet," Elena sighed, her eyes weary from hours of staring at data. "It's like looking for a needle in a cosmic haystack." As she spoke, a series of rapid beeps erupted from the console. Elena's heart skipped a beat. She quickly adjusted the settings, her fingers flying over the keyboard. "Tom, look at this," she said, her voice trembling with excitement. The screen displayed a repeating signal, unlike anything they had seen before. It was structured, rhythmic, and undeniably artificial. "Could it be?" Tom began. "Yes," Elena interrupted, her eyes wide with astonishment. "We found them. We found aliens." The UEC wasted no time. Within hours, a team of scientists, diplomats, and military personnel was assembled aboard the space station. The signal's origin was traced to a nearby star system, Epsilon Eridani. A mission was quickly organized to establish contact. Captain Sarah Hayes, a seasoned astronaut with years of deep space experience, was chosen to lead the mission. Alongside her were Elena, Tom, and a small crew of experts. The journey to Epsilon Eridani was perilous, but their state-of-the-art vessel, the US Prometheus, was up to the task. As they approached their destination, the signal grew stronger, guiding them to a planet they named Eridanus Prime. Eridanus Prime was a lush, green world, teeming with life. As the Prometheus descended through the atmosphere, the crew marveled at the alien landscapes: towering trees with bioluminescent leaves, rivers of shimmering liquid, and bizarre creatures roaming the land greeted their eyes. "Prepare for landing," Captain Hayes ordered. "This is it, everyone. Let's make history." The Prometheus touched down in a clearing near the source of the signal. The crew disembarked, their excitement palpable. They followed the signal to a clearing, where they found a massive structure made of an unknown, iridescent material. It pulsed with energy, the source of the mysterious signal. "Is anyone else feeling a little overwhelmed?" Tom asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "You and me both," Elena replied, her eyes scanning the structure. "This is beyond anything we could have imagined." As the crew approached the structure, a soft hum filled the air. The ground beneath them began to vibrate, and a portal of light appeared before them. From the portal emerged a figure tall, slender, with shimmering blue skin and elongated limbs. Its eyes, large and expressive, conveyed both intelligence and curiosity. "I am Anorak," the being said, its voice melodic and soothing. "Welcome, travelers from Earth." Elena stepped forward, her heart pounding. "I am Dr. Elena Ramirez. We come in peace, seeking knowledge and understanding." Anorak nodded. "We have been observing your world for many of your centuries. We have much to share, but also much to ask." As the crew interacted with Anorak, they learned about the Anorians, a highly advanced civilization that had mastered interstellar travel and communication. The Anorians had been monitoring Earth, waiting for humanity to reach a level of technological and social maturity necessary for contact. "Our worlds are not so different," Anorak explained. "We too face great challenges, but through unity and wisdom, we overcame them. Perhaps we can help each other." Over the following days, the crew of the Prometheus exchanged knowledge with the Anorians. They learned about advanced technologies, sustainable practices, and the Anorian philosophy of harmony with nature. In return, they shared humanity's history, achievements, and hopes for the future. "We have so much to learn from you," Elena said, her mind racing with possibilities. "Your technology could help us save our planet." Anorak smiled. "And we have much to learn from you, Dr. Ramirez. Your resilience and creativity are remarkable." Together we can achieve great things. But not all Anorians were pleased with the arrival of humans. A faction, led by a stern and distrustful Anorian named Zarek, viewed humanity as a potential threat. They argued that Earth's history of violence and environmental destruction was a warning sign. We must be cautious, Zarek warned. They could bring chaos to our world. Anorak, however, believed in the potential for collaboration. We must not judge them by their past alone, he argued. We must give them a chance to prove themselves. Tensions between the Anorians and the humans came to a head when a sudden crisis struck Eridanus Prime. A massive storm, unlike anything seen before, began to ravage the planet. The Anorians were unprepared, their weather control systems failing to contain the fury of the storm. We need to evacuate, Captain Hayes ordered. We can't risk losing the Prometheus. But Anorak refused to abandon his people. We must find a way to stop this storm, he insisted. Our survival depends on it. Elena and the crew worked tirelessly alongside the Anorians, combining their knowledge and resources to develop a solution. It was a race against time as the storm grew ever more violent. How can we stop something this powerful, Tom asked, his voice filled with despair. Elena thought for a moment, then her eyes lit up with realization. We need to create a counterforce, she said. If we can generate enough energy to disrupt the storm's core, we might be able to neutralize it. Using Anorian technology and human ingenuity, they constructed a massive energy emitter. As the storm closed in, they activated the device, channeling immense power into the storm's center. For a tense moment, nothing happened. Then, with a deafening roar, the storm began to dissipate. The skies cleared, and the planet was saved. The successful collaboration between humans and Anorians marked a turning point. Zarek, once a vocal critic, now saw the potential for unity and cooperation. You have proven yourselves humans, he admitted. Perhaps there is hope for our alliance after all. Anorak was pleased. Together, we can achieve greatness. Our worlds will thrive, united by our shared knowledge and purpose. The UEC and the Anorian Council formalized their alliance, pledging to work together for the betterment of both civilizations. Plans were made for cultural exchanges, joint scientific endeavors, and mutual defense. Back on Earth, the news of the successful mission and the newfound alliance with the Anorians was met with celebration and hope. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, and the future seemed brighter than ever. Years passed, and the alliance between Earth and Eridanus Prime flourished. Technology and knowledge flowed freely between the two worlds, leading to unprecedented advancements and prosperity. The scars of Earth's past began to heal, and a new era of exploration and discovery dawned. Dr. Elena Ramirez, now a celebrated ambassador between the two worlds, stood on the observation deck of a new starship, the US Odyssey. As she gazed out at the stars, she couldn't help but smile. We are not alone, she thought, and together we will reach for the stars. The journey of humanity had only just begun, and the universe held countless wonders waiting to be discovered. And with their new allies by their side, there was nothing they couldn't achieve. Years of cooperation between humans and Anorians led to significant advancements in technology and culture. However, unknown to both civilizations, a hidden threat lurked within the depths of the universe. The Anorians had long been aware of a predatory species known as the Vakari, who thrived on consuming the life force of other civilizations. One fateful day, the Vakari intercepted the signals exchanged between Earth and Eridanus Prime. Intrigued by the prospect of two advanced civilizations in close proximity, they decided to launch an invasion. As the Vakari fleet approached Eridanus Prime, alarms blared throughout the US Odyssey. Captain Hayes, now a fleet commander, immediately recognized the danger. All hands battle stations, she ordered. Prepare to defend Eridanus Prime. The Anorian Defense Fleet, led by Anorak and Zarek, joined forces with the UEC ships. The Vakari ships, sleek and menacing, descended upon the planet like a swarm of locusts. The skies above Eridanus Prime were filled with the sounds of battle. Energy weapons fired, ships maneuvered, and explosions lit up the darkness. Despite their technological prowess, the combined human Anorian fleet struggled against the sheer numbers and ferocity of the Vakari. We can't hold them off much longer, Zarek shouted, his voice filled with desperation. We need a plan, Elena said, her mind racing. There has to be a way to turn the tide. Anorak, ever the visionary, proposed a daring strategy. We must target their command ship, he said. Without their leader, the Vakari will be thrown into chaos. Captain Hayes nodded. Agreed. Let's take the fight to them. A small task force, including the US Odyssey and Anorak's flagship, broke through the Vakari lines and headed straight for the command ship. The Vakari, sensing the threat, focused their fire on the intruders. As the task force approached the command ship, the Vakari unleashed their most devastating weapon, a massive energy cannon capable of obliterating entire ships in a single shot. The US Odyssey took heavy damage, but Captain Hayes and her crew pressed on. "We're almost there," Elena shouted, her hands flying over the controls, just a little closer. The Anorian flagship, piloted by Anorak and Zarek, provided covering fire, drawing the Vakari's attention. With a final burst of speed, the US Odyssey rammed into the command ship, boarding parties from both human and Anorian forces quickly storming the vessel. The battle inside the command ship was fierce. Vakari warriors, with their razor-sharp claws and predatory instincts, fought to defend their leader. Captain Hayes, Elena, Anorak, and Zarek led the charge, determined to bring down the Vakari commander. In the heart of the command ship, the Allies confronted the Vakari leader, a towering figure exuding malevolent energy. The ensuing battle was intense, with casualties on both sides. In the end, it was Elena who dealt the final blow, using a device that harnessed the combined energy of both human and Anorian technology. With the Vakari leader defeated, the remaining Vakari forces fell into disarray. The Allied fleet quickly mopped up the scattered enemy ships, securing victory. As the dust settled, the cost of the battle became clear. Many brave souls had been lost, including Zarek, who had sacrificed himself to protect Anorak and the others. The defeat of the Vakari marked a new chapter in the alliance between Earth and Eridanus Prime. The victory had come at a great cost, but it had also forged an unbreakable bond between the two civilizations. Dr. Elena Ramirez, now a hero and a symbol of unity, continued to work tirelessly to strengthen the alliance. Captain Hayes, having proven her leadership in the face of overwhelming odds, became an admiral, leading the charge in further exploration and defense efforts. Anorak, grieving the loss of his friend Zarek, dedicated himself to ensuring that such a tragedy would never happen again. Together with Elena and Hayes, he spearheaded initiatives to prepare both civilizations for any future threats. The combined knowledge and strength of humanity and the Anorians led to unprecedented advancements. The scars of the past healed, and a brighter future emerged, built on the foundations of cooperation, resilience, and hope. As the US Odyssey set out on a new mission to explore uncharted territories, Elena stood on the observation deck, gazing at the stars. The universe was vast and filled with unknown wonders and dangers, but she knew that together, there was nothing they couldn't overcome. "We are not alone," she thought. "And with our allies by our side, the stars are within our reach." The journey of humanity and the Anorians had only just begun, and the universe held countless adventures waiting to be discovered. And together they would face them all, united in their quest for knowledge and peace. The US Odyssey, now a symbol of unity and strength, embarked on a new mission to explore the unknown regions of the galaxy beyond Epsilon Eridani. Dr. Elena Ramirez, Captain Sarah Hayes, and Anorak were joined by a diverse crew of humans and Anorians, all eager to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos. Their first destination was the Nebula of Echoes, a vast and uncharted region filled with swirling clouds of gas and dust, rumored to contain ancient relics from long-lost civilizations. As the Odyssey approached the nebula, the crew prepared for the unknown challenges that lay ahead. "Scanners are picking up unusual energy signatures," Lieutenant Kira Volkov reported. "It looks like there are structures within the nebula." Captain Hayes nodded. "Prepare a landing party. Elena, Anorak, you're with me. Let's see what we can find." The landing party descended to the surface of a small, rocky moon within the nebula. They were greeted by a breathtaking sight, a colossal, ancient temple, its surface covered in intricate carvings and glowing runes. "This is incredible," Elena whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. "These carvings, they tell a story." Anorak studied the runes. "It appears to be a chronicle of a civilization known as the Zandari. They were master architects and scholars, known for their advanced knowledge of energy manipulation." As the team explored the temple, they discovered a hidden chamber filled with artifacts and ancient technology. Among the relics was a crystalline device pulsing with energy. "This could be a power source," Elena speculated. or maybe even a key to unlocking more of their knowledge. But their exploration was cut short when the ground began to tremble. The temple's defenses, dormant for millennia, had been activated by their presence. "We need to get out of here," Captain Hayes shouted. As the team raced to escape, they were confronted by spectral guardians, ethereal beings composed of pure energy, designed to protect the temple. The guardians attacked, their forms shifting and pulsing with light. "Elena, can you deactivate them?" Anorak called out, deflecting a blast of energy with a portable shield. "I'm trying," Elena shouted back, frantically working on the crystalline device. "Just need a few more seconds." Captain Hayes and Anorak fought off the guardians, buying Elena the time she needed. With the final adjustment, the crystalline device emitted a burst of energy, neutralizing the guardians and restoring calm to the temple. "We did it," Elena breathed, wiping sweat from her brow. "Let's get this device back to the Odyssey. It could be the key to understanding the Xandari's technology." Back on the Odyssey, the crew began to study the crystalline device. Its energy signatures were unlike anything they had encountered before, providing clues to the Xandari's advanced technology and knowledge. "This device could revolutionize our understanding of energy manipulation," Elena said, her voice filled with excitement. "It could be the key to unlocking new sources of power for both our worlds." As they delved deeper into the Xandari's secrets, they discovered a message encoded within the device, a warning about a cosmic event known as the Dark Convergence. According to the Xandari, the Dark Convergence was a cataclysmic event that occurred every 10,000 years, threatening to engulf entire star systems in darkness. "We have to warn the UEC and the Anorian Council," Captain Hayes said. "If this event is real, it could have devastating consequences." With the knowledge of the impending Dark Convergence, the Odyssey set a course for Earth and Eridanus Prime. The crew worked tirelessly to decipher the Xandari's warnings and develop a plan to protect their worlds. Elena and Anorak collaborated with scientists and engineers from both civilizations, using the Xandari technology to create a network of energy shields capable of withstanding the cosmic event. "This is going to be close," Elena said, her voice tinged with anxiety. "We have to get these shields operational before the Dark Convergence reaches us." As the deadline approached, the UEC and Anorian Council coordinated a massive effort to deploy the energy shields. The entire planet worked in unison, united by the common threat. The day of the Dark Convergence arrived. The skies darkened, and the air was filled with an eerie stillness. The energy shields, now fully operational, hummed with power as they prepared to face the cosmic event. From the observation deck of the Odyssey, Captain Hayes, Elena, and Anorak watched as the darkness spread across the stars, engulfing everything in its path. "Here it comes," Anorak said, his voice steady. "Hold on." The darkness crashed against the energy shields, a wave of unimaginable force and chaos. The shields held, their energy fields crackling and shimmering under the strain. For hours, the crew of the Odyssey and the people of Earth and Eridanus Prime held their breath, praying that the shields would hold. The ground trembled, and the skies roared with the fury of the Dark Convergence. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the darkness began to recede. The shields had held, and the threat had passed. "We did it," Captain Hayes said, her voice filled with relief. "We survived." With the Dark Convergence behind them, humanity and the Anorians emerged stronger and more united than ever. The knowledge gained from the Xandari's legacy and the successful defense against the cosmic event marked a new era of cooperation and advancement. Dr. Elena Ramirez and Anorak continued their work, dedicated to exploring the cosmos and uncovering its many mysteries. Captain Hayes led new missions, guiding the U.S. Odyssey to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. As the Odyssey set out on its next journey, Elena stood on the observation deck, gazing at the stars. The universe was vast and filled with wonders, and she knew that together there was nothing they couldn't achieve. "We are not alone," she thought, "and with our allies by our side, the stars are within our reach." The journey of humanity and the Anorians had only just begun, and the universe held countless adventures waiting to be discovered. And together they would face them all, united in their quest for knowledge and peace. Months after the Dark Convergence, the Odyssey received a new signal. This one was different from any they had encountered before. It was a beacon calling from the distant edges of the galaxy. "Captain, we've intercepted a signal," Lieutenant Volkov reported. "It's coming from a star system we haven't explored yet." Captain Hayes leaned forward in her chair. "Plot a course, Lieutenant. Let's see where it leads." The Odyssey traveled through uncharted space, following the beacon signal. As they approached the source, they discovered a massive, ancient structure orbiting a pulsar, a celestial beacon, designed to guide travelers across the galaxy. "These structures are incredible," Elena said, studying the readings. "Whoever built this beacon had knowledge far beyond ours." Anorak nodded. "This could be the work of the progenitors, an ancient race believed to have seeded life throughout the galaxy. If we can unlock its secrets, we might uncover the origins of countless civilizations, including our own." Inside the celestial beacon, the crew found a central chamber filled with holographic displays and advanced technology. At the heart of the chamber was a device containing a message from the progenitors. Elena activated the device, and a holographic figure appeared, speaking in a language long forgotten. The Odyssey's translation matrix worked tirelessly to decode the message. "Greetings, travelers," the holographic figure began. "We are the progenitors, the first architects of life in this galaxy. We have left these beacons as guides and protectors. To those who find this message, know that you are the heirs to our legacy. Use our knowledge wisely and seek to unite the galaxy in peace and understanding." The message continued, revealing locations of other celestial beacons and ancient repositories of knowledge scattered throughout the galaxy. "This is incredible," Anorak said, his eyes wide with amazement. "We have a map to the knowledge of the progenitors. This could change everything." Armed with the knowledge from the celestial beacon, the Odyssey embarked on a new mission to unite the civilizations of the galaxy in a galactic alliance. They traveled from star system to star system, sharing the message of the progenitors and forging alliances with diverse alien races. Elena and Anorak became ambassadors, working tirelessly to promote peace and cooperation. Captain Hayes led exploratory missions, uncovering more beacons and ancient knowledge. The Galactic Alliance grew, bringing together civilizations with unique strengths and perspectives. The combined efforts led to unprecedented advancements in technology, medicine, and understanding. As the Alliance solidified, they faced new challenges: rogue factions, cosmic phenomena, and remnants of the Vakari threat. But united, they overcame each obstacle, growing stronger with each victory. Epilogue: the legacy of the stars. Years passed, and the Galactic Alliance flourished. The legacy of the progenitors lived on, guiding the Alliance toward a future of unity and prosperity. The stars, once a vast and unknown frontier, became a tapestry of interconnected civilizations, each contributing to the greater good. Dr. Elena Ramirez, Captain Sarah Hayes, and Anorak became legends, their names synonymous with exploration, discovery, and the spirit of cooperation. Their efforts had forged a legacy that would endure for generations. As the U.S. Odyssey set out on another journey, Elena stood on the observation deck, gazing at the stars. The universe was still vast and filled with mysteries, but she knew that together, there was nothing they couldn't achieve. "We are not alone," she thought. "And with our allies by our side, the stars are within our reach." The journey of humanity and the Galactic Alliance had only just begun, and the universe held countless adventures waiting to be discovered. And together, they would face them all, united in their quest for knowledge, peace, and the legacy of the stars. With the Galactic Alliance firmly established, the U.S. Odyssey became a flagship of exploration and diplomacy. Dr. Elena Ramirez, Captain Sarah Hayes, and Anorak continued their journey, leading missions to deepen alliances, uncover new knowledge, and explore the furthest reaches of the galaxy. One day, the Odyssey received an urgent transmission from the newly allied Zortal Imperium, located in a distant sector known as the Twilight Expanse. The message was brief but dire: an ancient menace known as the Star Wraiths had returned, threatening to engulf their world in darkness. "Star Wraiths," Anorak murmured, his face pale. "They are creatures of legend, said to consume the very light of stars and planets. We need to help them," Captain Hayes said resolutely. "Set a course for the Twilight Expanse." The Odyssey arrived at the Zortal homeworld, Zora Prime, to find it shrouded in an eerie darkness. The planet's sun, once vibrant and life-giving, was dimming rapidly as the Star Wraiths fed on its energy. "Captain Hayes, we need to act quickly," Zortal Ambassador Rowland said, his voice filled with urgency. "Our sun won't last much longer." Elena and Anorak began working on a plan to combat the Star Wraiths. They theorized that the progenitors' knowledge might hold the key to defeating the ancient menace. The team decided to seek out another celestial beacon rumored to be hidden in the Twilight Expanse. The Odyssey ventured deeper into the Twilight Expanse, following faint energy signatures that led them to a desolate planet. There they found the celestial beacon, hidden within a vast network of caverns. Inside the beacon, they discovered records of the progenitors' encounters with the Star Wraiths. The ancient race had developed a powerful device called the Luminary Core, capable of restoring light and repelling the Wraiths. According to these records, the Luminary Core is located on a moon called Luminara, Elena explained. We need to retrieve it and bring it back to Zora Prime. The journey to Luminara was fraught with danger. The Star Wraiths, sensing the threat to their existence, attacked the Odyssey relentlessly. Captain Hayes and her crew fought bravely, using every bit of their skill and technology to fend off the spectral beings. "We're almost there," Lieutenant Volkov shouted over the comms. "Prepare for landing." The Odyssey touched down on Luminara, and the crew quickly located the Luminary Core, a massive crystalline structure pulsating with light. As they activated the device, the ground trembled, and the Star Wraiths descended upon them in a final, desperate assault. "Defend the core," Captain Hayes ordered. "We can't let them destroy it." The battle raged on, with the crew of the Odyssey fighting valiantly against the Star Wraiths. Elena and Anorak worked frantically to stabilize the Luminary Core and prepare it for transport. "We're running out of time," Anorak shouted. "The core needs more power." Elena glanced around, her eyes falling on the Odyssey's energy reserves. "We can channel the ship's power into the core. It might be enough to activate it fully." With Captain Hayes' approval, they rerouted the ship's energy into the Luminary Core. The crystalline structure glowed brighter and brighter, emitting waves of pure light that repelled the Star Wraiths. "We did it," Elena exclaimed. "The core is fully operational." With the Luminary Core in tow, the Odyssey raced back to Zora Prime, the Star Wraiths hot on their heels. As they approached the planet, they deployed the core, bathing the sun and the surrounding space in a brilliant, blinding light. The Star Wraiths, unable to withstand the intense luminosity, were driven back into the depths of space, and Zora Prime's sun began to recover. The victory over the Star Wraiths solidified the Galactic Alliance and demonstrated the power of unity and cooperation. The Luminary Core was installed on Zora Prime, ensuring that the Star Wraiths would never threaten the planet again. Elena, Captain Hayes, and Anorak were hailed as heroes, their names celebrated across the galaxy. The knowledge and technology of the progenitors continued to guide the Alliance, leading to further advancements and discoveries. As the Odyssey prepared for its next mission, Elena reflected on the journey they had undertaken. "We've come so far," she said, standing on the observation deck with Anorak and Captain Hayes. "But there is still so much to explore, so much to learn." Captain Hayes smiled. "And we'll face it together, as we've always done." Anorak nodded. "The universe is vast and filled with wonders, but with our allies by our side, there is nothing we cannot achieve." Epilogue: The Unending Journey. The U.S. Odyssey set off once more, venturing into the unknown regions of the galaxy. The crew, a symbol of unity and cooperation, continued to explore new worlds, forge new alliances, and uncover the secrets of the cosmos. Their journey was far from over, and the universe held countless adventures waiting to be discovered. And together, they would face them all, united in their quest for knowledge, peace, and the legacy of the stars. For the stars were their destination, and the horizon their only limit.